Well, we have Madison philanthropist Jerry Frautschi to thank for all of this. 10 years ago, he changed the course of the city of Madison when he donated $205 million to create the Overture Center for the Arts.
Changing not only the face of State Street, but it also influenced the downtown business climate and the housing market. Construction on the Overture Center began in 2001. It was a rocky start. Several long-standing businesses would have to be relocated. How to include the old Civic Center into the design. Famed architect Cesar Pelli directed an army of workers for 2 years to make Overture come to life. No expenses were spared. Frautschi's original $100 million donation had to be more than doubled to get the job done. Finally, opening night, September 18th, 2004. There was no ribbon cutting. The man with the millions didn't want it. Instead, Jerry Frautschi and his wife, Pleasant Rowland, were happy to act as doormen, greeting folks and ushering in a new chapter in city history.
It's very exciting, and to see these people, I think they're just overwhelmed with what we're giving the city, and we're just so pleased and happy that we were able to do it.
I can only say it's more beautiful than dreams. It is. We thought it would be lovely, but it's just surpassed everything we ever hoped it would be for Madison.
And 10 years later, those dreams live on. Rudy Lienau is the Vice President of Operations here at Overture Center.
He is also the curator of the Duck Soup Cinema silent film series, which is part of this weekend's celebration. Rudy, good to see you.
Thank you.
We'll talk about the film series in just a little bit, but it's interesting standing here that this has sort of all come full circle because this was originally a silent film theater.
Absolutely. I was fortunate enough to come to Madison in 1983 when the then Oscar Mayer Theater, which was a Capitol Theater, housed everything, all the arts, and it did do movies regularly prior to that and on into the future, and that's when the series was developed.
Wow.
The theater opened in 1928 when the movies were silent.
That is absolutely correct, and obviously if it opened in 1928, it really started in 1926-ish to be able to build it, and silent was the only game in town. 1928 happens to be the year that sound film started, and it's the year that the Capitol Theater opened.
Wow, these 10 years have gone by so fast, and I think some of us may even take this place for granted at this point, but it's hard to remember that it came very close to not even happening. The path to get here was a bumpy one sometimes.
Absolutely, but the thing that I see is that we had these great successes in building. The arc in the arts has been continually up through all the years that I've been here, and I'm well into 30 years working with the venues. So I see those positives, and you're right, it was bumpy as far as getting this magnificent venue open politically and what have you, but we're well over that.
Yes, that's right.
So what has Overture Center meant to the Madison art scene?
Overture has made a substantial change to the quality and the quantity of arts in Madison in general. Not only do we affect the arts that are presented here, but we've affected the arts that are presented elsewhere in the Madison community. People are encouraged to raise the bar, as our own residents have.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the Duck film series.
Duck Soup Cinema is my baby. It's the only thing they let me program. We've had 82,000 people